Hey guys, I want to make a quick video on how I bleed my Mugen shocks for my MBX8R. Um, I think it's pretty much the same as all the millions of videos we've seen in the past. I do things a little bit different, and um, people have asked me how I do it as they felt my car or felt my shocks, and I guess maybe it is a little bit different from how some people do it. So I'm just going to show you guys how I do it real quick. I don't think it's anything groundbreaking or new, but it is how I do it. Um, First of all, I've had a lot of people that they just back the screw out of here. They don't take it all the way out. You definitely want to take it all the way out. I got my last shock. I'm almost done. I just figured I would do it on this last shock and make a video. But definitely have the bleeder screw all the way out. As you can see, I got it here on my wrench ready to put in. So I'm doing finishing the front shock right now. I've got the oil just domed over the top. I know you really can't see it, but I'm sure you guys know what I'm talking about. And then I'm just going to put a few drops, just 2 drops in the cap, and kind of roll it around. Now this is an emulsion shock, so I just have the rubber O-ring, not the bladder in there. You definitely want to make sure that that rubber O-ring, before you put it in your fingers and just soak it with oil, and then pop it in there, because you don't want that to catch it all, or it'll buckle when you twist the cap on, and then you got problems. Obviously, you go out for your first run, you see oil and dirt stuck all over around your cap. So make sure that O-ring is oiled all over the place. Put it in, a couple drops in the cap. Now I'm just going to screw it on, which I'm just going to do it finger tight before I pull it out of the stand. Now I got it just finger tight. I got my Protect tool here that actually, this larger one, I will grab it right under these threads, and you can actually grab it. Make sure it's just give it a little wiggle. Don't go up on the threads, and then you can grab hold of it really good. And you can grab out any. I just got my driver bit, and I'm going to tighten it. I'm leaving the bleeder hole facing to my left, so it's not at an angle, facing downward. You get towards the end, just go a little slower, but I'm actually squeezing this like crazy right now. I'm getting it pretty tight, I would say. You don't got to worry, you're not gonna mash that shock body. If you did, you'd know it right away, but it's not gonna happen. So now, I'm gonna push the shaft all the way up. I don't know how much of this you guys will see. And I set this rag here, that might help a little bit, and just catch the oil with my finger as it comes out. And there it comes, just wiping the drips off and wiping it off on the towel. This is just more of a thing of keeping it clean. I mean, you can go ahead and bleed out oil all over the place, but that's just to keep it clean while you're doing it. Putting the bleeder screw in. You want these, you don't want to go crazy on these, but you want them pretty snug. So now I'm going to pump up the shock, and I'm not going to go bam, bam, bam all the way. I'm going to do a little bit of everything, of different, I'm not pulling it full boogie in and out for about 25 seconds. Okay, now I'm going to push it all the way in at the end and let it go. You can see it came out at probably 4 millimeters, no big deal. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take this, I'm not going to touch the shaft, I'm not going to bump it. I'm going to let it go right to where it came to rest with the pressure, which obviously there's very little in there. Screw all the way out. From that point, I'm going to rebleed. Just about 1 drop came out. I'm going to put the screw back in now. And then this is it. So now that's it. You can pump it up a few more times. It feels really good. And you can still see there's a little bit of pressure. And that's how I leave them, just like that, okay? Brush off the top, get the little extra oil residue off. It's not bad, since obviously, like I was showing, wipe it off with my finger. And then now we can fold the shock boot back up. And you're good to go. So I know a lot of guys will pull it all the way back. They'll They'll go and do the first half like I did, pump it up, and then pull it all the way back down. Now, I don't do that because it's not pressurized all the way to that point. I just want to relieve the pressure. So wherever it ends up and stops, that's where I want to start bleeding it from. Okay? That's how I've always done it. My cars have always felt really good. And a guy actually borrowed my shocks the other day and was talking about how great they are. And I didn't think it was a big deal, but it just seems to work good. So, and maybe some guys do it like that already, but that's just how I do it. I thought I would share it with you guys. Nothing groundbreaking. Just thought I would tip and or give you that tip. And I'm not saying that's the way to go, but I'm no pro. That's just how I do it. If you guys find it useful, give it a try. All right, thanks, guys.